I'm wrong. Senate Resolution 104.
Mr. Clerk, would you please report Senate Resolution 104
By title only.
by title only?
Senate Resolution 104, resolution adjourning the Senate in honor and loving memory of the incomparable Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr.
Senator from
Neal.
Jefferson 33.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, Senate members, I would have asked that that resolution be read in its entirety, but we would have been here a long time if I had done that. And the reason that would have been the case is because the gentleman that resolution's referencing is an individual that has a long history, that's had given great contribution to the United States of America and indeed the world, because his impact was not only national, it was also international. So today we pause to honor the life and legacy of Reverend Jesse Jackson, a servant leader whose work was rooted in faith and guided by a deep belief in the dignity of every human being. Reverend Jackson believed that justice must be visible in the everyday lives of people, in access to education, in economic opportunity, and in the fair treatment of all. His ministry was not confined to the pulpit. It extended into communities where hope was thin and into spaces where power too often overlooked the marginalized. He believed that every person, regardless of background, deserved to be seen, heard, and valued. That conviction shaped decades of advocacy on behalf of working families and underserved communities. Reverend Jackson challenged the nation to measure itself not by comfort, but by conscience. Not by what is convenient, but by what is right. His work reminded us that humanity is strengthened when we widen the circle of opportunity and when we refuse to leave anyone behind. He modeled persistence. He modeled moral clarity. He modeled a faith that required action. As we reflect on his life, we recognize that his impact reaches far beyond any single movement or moment. It lives on in those who continue the work of building a more just and compassionate society. May we honor his memory by recommitting ourselves to fairness, equal treatment under the law, and the enduring work of uplifting one another. That being said, unless others wish to speak, I would move adoption of Senate Resolution 104.
Senator from Jefferson 35. On this resolution, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. I remember being a young child and being at home and seeing Reverend Jesse Jackson on TV, and I never thought that I would have an opportunity to meet such giant as he was and what he has done for our nation. And it wasn't until I was elected into this body when I was in the House, and over the last few years, I actually had an opportunity to meet and engage with him twice over the last couple of years. And as someone who is young-ish into my political career in doing this work, it is almost a loss for words for this moment in time, for me to be here on the Senate floor, but then to also know and understand where we are in our nation. And what I would like to remind this body as we think about the life and legacy of Reverend Jesse Jackson is also let's remember the words that he spoke, the things in which he dedicated his life to, of making life better for all individuals, and to bringing people together. And so today we mourn this giant, and I send my sincere condolences to the Jackson family. Thank you.
Seeing no other members seeking recognition on this resolution, I'll come back to the senator from Jefferson 33. Any final remarks?
No, Mr. President, only to renew the motion to adopt.
The matter for the body is adoption of the resolution. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.